primed and ready for this. This probably always starts off with us just drinking wine. Here we go. Yeah, it literally started with me just swigging wine. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Always starts off with boozing, and it'll end with boozing as well.
Welcome to the quiz.
Yeah.
It's like the 9th or 10th one, isn't it?
I think it might be the 11th. We should have done something for like the milestone of the 10th. But it is like, I think it is a good 2 months in. Oh, sorry, I got this on. I got the sound up on here. Let me turn that down. There we go. Mute it so I can't hear the weird flick back. Hello.
Hi.
Will Mr. Gray, good evening. Rupert, London City Nights.
Good evening.
It's all here. It's been a good day today because I spent about an hour earlier on playing the remaster of The Bard's Tale from 2004. I didn't know Cara Elwes did the voice in it.
Looked really cool.
I was smashing that earlier on, and within minutes I was laughing. I spat out the little whiskey because there was a song in there that 3 people were singing in a bar about drinking 40 pints of wallop a day. I was absolutely creased with that.
At least someone laughed.
Yeah, it's a funny. It seems funny. The gameplay is dated, but it is a funny game.
Still a good game though, isn't it?
Has anyone else been doing any serious gaming this week? In the
Yes.
comments, anyone been smashing into anything?
And more importantly, is everyone having a glass of wine
Yeah,
or
true.
beer, or you're on the hard stuff?
Yeah, the serious brown. So today is the usual thing. It's 40 questions. 40 questions. Yeah, it is 40 questions over 3 rounds.
Yeah.
First round, boom, 20 questions of general knowledge. The second round is a screenshot round, and then a nice music round to sort of tie it all up together.
Yes, which should be good. There's some good little songs in that, isn't it? It's a good piece of music.
Oh, there's a lot going on here. It's old Flashback, absolute classic. I know that Rupert doesn't like that game, but I absolutely adore it, and I play it pretty regularly. Evening, Lee?
Oh, Super Mario Odyssey. Rufus T5 plays playing.
First 3D Mario game I've played. It is a good one.
It is really good, yeah.
Hang on, Alone in the Dark. Not the original. Not the original.
Please say it's on the PS1.
Oh, not any. Well, actually, I was going to say not a bad one, but there are so many bad Alone in the Dark games. Ones that were really critically mauled.
I thought the Alone in the Dark Jack is back in the PS1 was very difficult. Like, I didn't know how to get past. I think I was about 15 or something. I couldn't get past the first bit when he was by the gates and you running away from it. But I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because I think it's one of those games where you run away from something, the camera angle changes, and then it's a different direction. It's
No, it's full. Oh, there we go then.
Here, Brain Geek finally catching the live stream. Hello there.
Hey, hello.
So many massive games going on here. Xenoblade Chronicles. So you've taken a break from like 15 hours of Xenoblade Chronicles to do the quiz. And Rupert was Grid Autosport. I did play Grid. 60 FPS on the Switch is pretty impressive in all fairness. That is quite impressive.
Rufus T5 Light is saying, is this video quiet for anyone else?
Oh, if it's quiet, I can probably turn the volume up a little bit.
What of the microphone?
Is that loud? Is that better for everyone? I can turn this up a little bit more as well. If that's okay for everyone. Paddy, Jen and Holly tonight, this is all happening. Oh, so is it a little bit quieter now? I've just ramped up the volume a little bit. So that should be okay. If not, we can just lean in. That's fine. I'm at max volume. My best friend in school, max volume.
Oh, it seems fine. Okay, that's cool.
So
Don't want to be whispering. Maybe we should start shouting.
Maybe not. Maybe no one from the valley should ever shout. So everyone else is fine. That's awesome. So if you've joined us for the first time, it's a 3-round quiz. The first round is 20 questions, general knowledge. The second round is a 10 question screenshot round, and then the final round is a 10 question music round.
Yeah.
So I think everyone seems
start?
ready to rock. Hope everyone's ready for the action, and we'll go straight into question 1. You want to take the reins?
Go on then. So the first question. In World of Illusion, which Disney character can play alongside Mickey Mouse?
So which character does the second person play as if they play it?
It's probably me, sorry.
Oh, is your phone again? Thank you,
I can't
Mr.
get rid of
Gray.
it.
You can always rely on Mr. Gray to say fate.
It's like they know.
But Yeah, it's this is a game that we've spent a lot of time playing. Disney
So much fun as well, isn't it? Especially with two people.
on the Mega Drive, they made very few missteps, apart from some really dodgy ones towards the end, like Page Master and what's it called? Beauty and the Beast. But actually, it's probably 50-50 dodgy games, 50-50 good ones. So yeah, in World of Illusion, which Disney character can play alongside Mickey Mouse?
Okay, I'll move on to number 2 then. There you go.
So the question is, which Starship Troopers actor voices the character Veteran Child in the Saints Row games? A. Denise Richards, B. Neil Patrick Harris, C. Casper Van Dien, or D. Michael Ironside? It's a good film, that is. We discovered earlier on, well, I discovered that you've actually never seen it before.
Yeah, we should maybe watch it later on. Or...
I've got no problem with that at all. Absolutely no problem.
Or another day.
Mr. Gray, I've never played the SNES version of it.
But the Mega Drive one, I think, is the best. I'm addicted to that.
We did say earlier on when we
Very
were doing
difficult.
the sound round that like Sega music is just much more crisp. Like all the Super Nintendo and N64 stuff is like a bit squelchy, a bit soft.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like more oomph to the Sega
Just
stuff.
Sega all the way, really. Sega fan, definitely. Should Casper Van Dien's name?
I'm hoping that Casper Van Dien's name pops up every week, to be honest.
Okay, so question 3. Which gaming series holds the Guinness record for being the most successful with over 555 million sales? That is a lot.
Give you a clue? It's not Bubsy on the Mega Drive.
A lot of sales there.
Yes, at least 16.
1 or 2.
It's not really a quiz without Casper Van Dien. Thing is, it's probably his only time his name gets made, apart from when he's in the dole queue and they say, "Mr. Dean, you're next."
I've always loved the Mega Drive music, way more clear.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's a really cool playlist, isn't there, on YouTube that we kind of go to all the time, don't we? Like when
Yeah.
you're cleaning or just
If you if you
drinking
type
or
in like
whatever.
Amiga music or Mega Drive music, someone will have a 7-hour sort of
Yeah, there's a guy with the 7-hour
sure
one,
too.
isn't there? And it's got a Streets of Rage Axel in the background. Oh, it's a
solid
good
gold.
list.
Solid gold.
Starts off with Batman, I think, on the Mega Drive. It's good.
Straight in there for the Sims responses. The thing is, I can't even tell you. Even if it wasn't a joke, I'd be like, "Nah, I can't say." Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god, yes.
Racking up the sales on that playlist.
Fair play to the one who devised it.
Yeah, because it's really high quality as well. So, which of these PlayStation 4 games had the lowest Metacritic rating in 2019? A. Eternity: The Last Unicorn, B. Left Alive, C. WWE 2K20, or D. Dollhouse. Now, as a little clue, all of these, and this is an old French saying, aren't very good. They're crap. So yeah. But which of these do you think had the lowest Metacritic rating? I kind of wish Metacritic went back to the like the sort of 16-bit era, because it would have been cool to see what reviews.
Someone needs to do that.
That would be amazing.
Okay. Question 5 then. Big Rigs Over the Road Racing is the lowest scoring game on Metacritic. What percentage did it receive overall?
It's a notoriously bad game. I'm pretty sure that the Angry Video Game Nerd covered this pretty well, but it's clearly unfinished. I'm sure that you can pass through all the scenery, and you never, if you accelerate in a straight line, you don't hit anything. There's no collision detection, and you never slow down. So if you just keep pushing forwards, you just get up to like infinite speeds.
I love the idea of that game as well, because I do like big truck games and European Truck Simulator. A bit different, but
Yeah, WWE Elite, you are right. It was apparently just really, really broken. Like they just it just got slaughtered and it just wasn't finished. And like the Rock doesn't look like the Rock, and it's a huge graphical downgrade, so it's not good.
can reverse it to infinite speed.
Oh, you can
he
reverse
says.
up to infinite speeds. Up they go, Lee.
Someone's been playing this game a lot, haven't they?
It would be nice to own it actually. 'Cause it's crap.
Question 6. Sora, the protagonist of the Kingdom Hearts games, was originally meant to be which Disney character?
So yeah, the Sora, the main protagonist, was originally going to be a Disney character, and then they decided that they would just get an original character instead. But if you think about Sora, there are clues there.
Yes, there's very much so, basically telling you in
Yeah.
the name.
And when you
even.
see them side by side, you think, oh yeah. Reversing up to infinite speeds, probably my favourite Dream Theater album actually. So yeah, Sora, the protagonist of the Kingdom Hearts games, was originally meant to be which Disney character?
Looking
The
at me
tension,
that
like your finger hovering over the button.
Question 7. Walter Cronkite.
Cronkite.
I can.
My mistake.
I can
My
read.
mistake.
Walter Cronkite once said, "My idea of retirement is to sit in a big dark room all day playing
Which
blank."
game? Which game did he dream of sitting in a dark room playing? As we all do at some point. It's not Big Rigs. No one dreams of that. With myself. That famous Sega Saturn game
A
with myself.
ukulele. Close.
Sims every time. I'm gonna write down Sims for this one.
So Walter Cronkite once said, "My idea of retirement is to sit in a big dark room all day playing what?"
Halo 5. I think he was brown bread by then. Question 8. What is the name of the continent on which the Elder Scrolls games are set? So, what is the name of the continent on which the Elder Scrolls games are set? Here's a few Elder Scrolls games, and I've played most of them.
There's one or two,
Very
isn't
early
there?
ones, yeah. I'm feeling like there's going to be some pretty good scores. I feel like this is a nice. This week it's like a nice
Yeah.
flow to it. So if everyone doesn't get 40 out of 40, I'm just going to snap the laptop in half.
Question 9. What is the name of the four-armed monster in the first Mortal Kombat?
Loved this character when I was a kid. Really loved this character when I was a kid. I remember having like a really involved conversation with my mum about if you had.
What was your mum?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I've spoken to my mum before. Believe it or not. I don't just write
What about
letters.
this character?
Yeah,
She was Mortal
I
Kombat,
couldn't,
wasn't she?
when I was a kid, I couldn't understand how you would, if you had 2 extra arms, how you would move them. And she just said, well, just like you move your arms now. Oh, yeah. I was thick. I was a thick child.
There.
Elder Scrolls 6, you are right, Mr. Gray. That needs to come hurtling out. But I don't know what they're doing now. They're probably going to pump so much time into... Actually, no, what was I thinking of? Oh, no, there's, it's the Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming out soon. I'm thinking of.
And I've just bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully should come tomorrow.
First game you've ever bought purely on the strength of how much you love the music for the series, which is quite cool.
The music is awesome in there.
Yeah.
I love Jesper Kid.
I haven't got Skyrim on the Nestle, so I wouldn't mind that actually before they think about a 6th one. Go on.
So the Dreamcast stored save files on a VMU. What does VMU stand for?
I'm hoping everyone knows this. I'm trying to work out if you didn't know what it was, if you could work it out, and I think you should.
You kind of could, or do something
Yeah.
quite similar. So the Dreamcast stored save files on a VMU. What does VMU stand for?
Oh, Rufus is going to guess the VMU. So someone doesn't know it. Someone hasn't instantly just smashed down the answer.
Oh, that's really cool, Mr. Gray.
But Mr. Gray, do they go every time you turn them on? Oh my god, the gun goes in my mouth every time I play the Dreamcast. We all know the best game of the Dreamcast is Zombie Revenge and Super Runabout. Super Runabout, yeah, the second one. Third one,
Or Typing of the Dead.
Typing of the Dead. I played that for the first time the other day because my mum bought me a Dreamcast keyboard from Spain, and it was good. Yeah, the Dreamcast controller isn't underrated though because it is just there's just no weight to it. Crazy Taxi is good, yeah, but Super Runabout. Is there another game where you collect mustard and hot dogs for the mayor? I don't think so. So, question 11. What animal is on the back of Shenmue protagonist Ryo Hazuki's jacket? What animal is on the back of Shenmue protagonist Ryo Hazuki's jacket? Yeah, the Y does come out the bottom of the pad, so you've instantly like lost a few inches of kind of give, but also it's like quite light. And I realised playing FPS games. Oh, there's a Kiss game. I forgot what it's called now, but
Oh,
It's
the Kiss Pinball game.
No, not Kiss Pinball. It's another one. Psycho Circus. Kiss Psycho Circus.
Or
But
Psycho something.
You have to so the analog stick moves you around, but then the face buttons on the other side kind of move you forward, left, right, and up and down and stuff. And it's like tank controls. It feels like such an archaic version of controls that I just find Psycho Circus. Thank you, London City Knights. Should have known. There you go. It's a weird control scheme to go back to. I think the Dreamcast. I love the shoot 'em ups and racing games on the most. Just 'cause they seem to fit the system.
They're just brilliant, aren't they, with the controller?
Yeah, I go in. I look at you.
Question 12. Pyramid Head is a character from which series of games? I think everyone should know this one. So Pyramid Head is a character from which series of games?
Love the DC pads. Going back to them after playing with twin sticks is just it is a tough one. You kind of wish that you could just have a twin stick Dreamcast pad and it would make so many more games much more accessible. Crewball on the Mega Drive, the MIDI music for that.
Yeah.
So many bands did these weird tie-ins. You had
Aerosmith?
Crewball, Revolution X. It's just
Yeah, they did Revolution X.
and Rock and Roll Racing as well with all the MIDI versions. I'm pretty sure they didn't get the rights for those because on Rock and Roll Racing on the Mega Drive you've got all these Black Sabbath, Judas Priest and stuff, and you think it'd cost a fortune to get the.
But they must have.
Don't know. It'd be interesting to look into.
Do some research. Does
But
anyone know?
when you think about Black Sabbath on the Mega Drive, you think, that would be cool. But it's actually nee 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 nee, and it's just really because it just follows the vocal melody. It's actually quite tedious.
Yeah.
Crisscross on the Mega CD. Sorry. Question 13. The TurboGrafx 16 is known by what name in Japan and France? And it's not just called TurboGrafx 16. It's not a trick question. So it is called something else. I don't know why in France. I know in Japan and they do different names for different things, but France are like, no, we're not having it called that, I'm afraid. I'm just checking that. My mum said she loves the blue wall. She just texted me then. I thought there was something.
What blue wall?
Lit TurboGrafx 16.
So the TurboGrafx 16 is known by what name in Japan and France? And question 14 then. Quest of the Avatar, The False Prophet, Warriors of Destiny, and The Savage Empire are subtitles of which series of games?
Tough one. Possibly the toughest question so far, I think.
Thanks to Britt. That was your question, actually.
I know, yeah, I'm quite happy with it.
So Quest of the Avatar, The False Prophet, Warriors of Destiny, and The Savage Empire are subtitles of which series of games?
TurboGrafx sang a little bit. There's so many French jokes flying around in these comments.
The Big Mac.
I realised I've never played any games in this series and I was doing a research for this. Or as the French say, le research. Question 15. How many CDs did the 1998 PC game Black Dahlia consist of? A, 4, B, 6, C, 8, or D12? I just realised D12 is a rap band.
Yeah, when you said that then. Yeah.
Yeah, Quantum of Solace. Quantum of Solace is not a good Bond film. I watched it a couple of years ago again, thinking that I made some mistake the first time. It's just weirdly boring. It's like an in-betweeny sort of thing that nothing really happens in. Quest the Avatar.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Purple Pills.
Oh God, yeah. That was one of those ones when I was very drunk in my teens. Was constant on MTV2, along with Schism by Tool, which is a good song.
So the blue and yellow purple pills, or something, was it?
Yeah, it's no idea for this one. It's interesting, Mr. Gray should say that because I kind of had heard of the series, but I thought I've never played any of these games. But some people are hips deep. So this is a much more forgiving one. How many CDs did the 1998 PC game Black Dahlia consist of? When I was looking at the amount of CDs in games in the 90s, FMV games, they must have pushed the costs up of their productions. Honestly, some of them.
Yeah, sometimes Eminem's back in, wasn't it? They did collaborate, didn't it? Yeah.
Rap isn't my forte.
Yeah, they did. I think they just collaborated. So number 16, name the Sonic Zone. It wouldn't be a quiz if we didn't have a Sonic Zone in it. So what is this zone? I think if you look very carefully at every little bit, you'll probably be able to tell what it is. How about that? How'd you like them apples?
You have spilt wine on the floor, young lady.
Oh yeah, that's your own. It's fine.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it hasn't happened now, so it's fine.
It's the cat. The cat. So name the Sonic Zone. I love the music in this Sonic Zone as well.
I think it's my favourite music.
So catchy. I wish we could play it now. Give you some inspiration. Yes, exactly. D D D D D D D.
No, you're thinking of D D D D D D D
That's
D
the
D.
wrong, yeah. It's Tetris.
Actually, yeah, Rufus is right. I just kind of.
Very clever.
Everyone must know this. So,
Of
questions.
course, Lee's heard this music today. He's a pro. Lee's a pro. He listens to good music.
Are they obsessed with Sonic more than Mario, though, Lee?
Ooh.
That's the question, isn't it? That's the most important question. So, question 17. Well, Lee questions how much of a good father he is. Who is this? And he has two names, and we will accept both.
Mhm. One is like the correct name, isn't it? And the other's like the title of the game.
There's one name that you're like, okay, that's so and so, and the other name is a glasses up nose name.
Yeah, specific, isn't it?
Yeah. That is not Peter Molyneux.
No, I mean it.
That is
No.
Ron Gilbert. Although he has got the chin of Bruce Campbell.
Rufus, don't give answers away.
Jimmy
You make
Hill.
it. You know, someone makes.
Jimmy
it
Hill
up.
just reminds me of Viz now. I don't even know who Jimmy Hill is. I know he's something to do with football.
Isn't he
possibly
from
commentary.
Brookside? Do you remember Jimmy from Brookside?
Oh, who was Brookside?
Oh, I like Jimmy from Brookside, bless.
I don't think Jimmy Hill was in Brookside.
I wish I could get a picture. I'm sure his name was Jimmy Hill as well.
That'd be amazing.
It was Ron and Jimmy Hill.
Really?
I'm sure it was
Where's all
Jimmy
this
Hill.
like Brookside fan knowledge coming from?
I used to love Brookside.
What was the music like for Brookie? The introduction music.
Oh, I'd have to have a little think.
Oh, I was thinking like. But
No,
that's
that's
just Grange
Grange
Hill.
Hill.
Don't know.
Yes, it's Jimmy Corkhill.
Oh, Lee again. Up there you go.
See, there was a hill in there somewhere. Thanks, Lee. See, I'm halfway there. I was just doing slang.
I'm sure, Lee, you need to buy glasses just without glasses, just so you can give them a little wiggle every now and again and impress the girls with your Jimmy Corkhill knowledge.
So, question 18. Name the Game Boy accessory in front of you. It's quite an impressive piece of kit, this. Imagine carrying that around. It's heavy.
I just noticed that Lee said Mario was dead to them now. Good. It's harsh.
I
We
do
gave
love
all those
Rare
Mario
Sonic,
toys.
though.
Yeah, I was never a particularly big Mario fan when I was growing up. It's only as I got older I realised how cool they were.
Well, the Mr. Grey.
Poosh, poosh,
Yeah,
poosh.
it's coming back.
Dun,
I mean, it's
dun,
coming back
dun,
to
dun,
me
dun,
now,
dun, dun.
so...
Oh, yeah, it's flying back now. How old are you
I did
two?
used to
Don't
love
have
the
to
music
answer.
and
Oh,
that.
someone's asked how old we are, Faye. So I'll let you speak about this one.
Late
I don't mind, I'm
Rupert said
36.
late 40s. That's not very nice, is
I
it?
just look like I'm in late 40s. Remember, the camera adds 10 years. It's that famous saying.
Well, I am a number. I am 33.
Hmm?
Years young.
He's young. This is definitely your question. Name this Game Boy accessory. Look at that thing. Are they speakers on the side?
And you're 40, aren't you? Yeah, yeah.
Am I? So, yeah, that just looks like an absolute monstrosity, doesn't it?
Mm,
And probably cost about 80 quid as well.
I love it. I want it. I saw when we went to Boulevard Voltaire in Paris. I think it was Maxi Games or Level Up Gaming had
The fact you can remember the name
one
of
of
the
these,
stores.
but it was sealed, and it was like underneath. They had so much stock. It was underneath the unit. They used to push stuff under the unit. And when we
Do you
went
see how
back
much it was?
again, it was there. I think it was like, I'm sure it was like 85 euros or something.
Look at
Should have
that,
bought
though.
it. Should have bought it.
No.
Get in.
Yeah, pretty much that age. Hairbrain geek. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
36 in phase. Oh, did you say how old you were? I don't know.
Yeah, 33, and I asked
Oh,
you, and you just ignored me.
No, I'm 36.
You often does that.
Pardon?
So, question 19. In what series of games have you got to catch 'em all?
Oh, bit of a clue there. This is a game that I did the early games in the series. I did play a lot of, but I haven't really touched it for a long time. I don't think we've got any of it. Yes, we have.
Yeah, on a console.
Yeah, but yeah, the earliest games are the ones I remember.
I never played the kind of one that was popped up in shops and stuff, or the arcade, was it?
Arcade, sorry.
This wasn't an arcade. It was more
Thought
like
of
Toys
this being an arcade game.
It was like more like Toys
another
R Us,
£10.
wasn't it?
Sim Hospital. It's actually The Sims, Lee. The Sims. Crikey Moses. It's a harsh joke there, Rufus. I'll just move on from that.
Yeah, I kind of missed it as well, but in some way or another, I just.
And the final question in this round: name this Super Nintendo game.
Is a good game, this. I think when these were all the rage, those kind of games, from the last question, number 19, I think I just lost interest in games and things. Like, you know, when you kind of outgrow it and you know about...
that kind of age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just wanted to go out.
There was a dark period in my life where I didn't play any games when I was doing other stuff. Foolish stuff. But then...
How silly were you?
But because I had a younger sibling, I kind of did stick with it a bit longer, sort of play games and stuff, which was cool. So yeah, that's the 20 questions of the first round. How's everyone feeling? You feeling confident? Are there a lot of people thinking, yeah, 20 out of 20?
I think they're all going to have 20 to 20, to be honest. Apart from Rufus.
Yeah, who might have like a 17, 18.
Although a lot of them are The Sims.
Wink, wink. So, yeah, I hope everyone's feeling good about that. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next round
I'm
now,
actually only joking, Rufus.
which is aiming for the bottom quartile. Good. Can answer 2. Oh, actually, does anyone want us to go back through any before we move on? We're happy to. I'll carry on for now, but if you want us to go back, just let us know.
So this is a screenshot round. Hope you got your glasses ready.
And the first of 10 is...
You could probably guess. Maybe.
I lucky you've managed to capture a cat.
I know, I noticed that. And the fact, did she really?
What I like about these is it's the working out, not like looking at it and instantly recognizing it, but trying to whittle it down from like the system or console or whatever, just from like the pixelation and the colours and stuff.
Yeah, like exactly, the graphics, and you can tell with certain games, can't you? You could, yeah. Just
the style of it.
Rupert said, "I swear they're remastering this too."
I think that could get me to play through it again.
I mean, I'd play it.
I know the studio.
All right.
Mr. Gray's there. He's got this one. Boom, point in the bag. It is a great game.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Yeah, and I think if they remastered it, I think I would. I've played through it a few times, quite a while ago now, but I would smash through a remaster, I think.
This one is just absolutely ridiculous. And we've kind of yet to play it, haven't we? Because we haven't got a certain peripheral.
Yes.
Which is very expensive now.
It would be amazing to play this.
But just because of how... I'd love to do a video on it.
Look at that Belm. Look at that face.
I just think it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Such a bored face. Odd games. Quite a lot of odd games in this console, in all fairness. I think they've said there's a sequel coming up for the previous one.
Oh, I think in this one. Wow.
Yeah, they're not going to sequel to this. It's for the previous game. I don't know if it's ever going to happen though. I mean, it's so long on the boil now. Don't say stuff like that. And the City Knights, don't say things like that to face.
Oh God, I love the peripheral.
It's a sequel on PS2.
Oh my God, how can we not have that? I mean, I'm going to have to go on eBay after this.
This feels like a really dark rabbit hole to be going down.
I have to get my phone out now, but I'd be shouted at.
We can't say unless anyone in the comments wants to give a clue to Hairbrain Geek. We'll step aside. Oh, Rupert's just said it isn't, so there we go. Japanese only. My friend Vinny was talking about buying a Japanese only PS2 today, actually.
What a guy.
Now, I will say, I have to say something here, right? Because when Faye said, okay, I've done this round, and she was showing me stuff, some of the stuff she was showing me, I was like, these aren't even the arcade versions, they're like home microcomputer ports of the games, which is a little bit saucy. So, but I think you can get this.
Yeah, I thought they'd be fine with it. So.
Yeah. Some people, it'd be cool to know if they can guess the system it's on as well. And I grew up with it,
You
so
don't
I
have
kind of
to do
recognise
it.
it straight away. But yeah, if you can guess the game, that'd be cool. And it's a good game. It's one
It's
of the
a very
ones in
good
Time
game.
Warp Arcade as well. So I keep on. I need to go back to Time Warp. Yeah, they're all so different. You look at that, you're like, I know exactly what that is. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the symbols in the bottom left are a big giveaway for
Yeah.
this one.
That's why I left them on there. I thought I'd give something back in them.
No idea with this one. Luckily, old racing games don't look alike. It's so true. Next week, it's all FIFA questions. Oh my god, that'd be boring.
Yeah, like the whole quiz is sports and games.
That could be quite fun to do, actually. That could be a nice one. Oh, file that away.
This is question 4.
This is a tough one. This, again,
I
after
played
the
a
one
lot.
earlier on, this is... You played this a lot.
Yeah, I had it
You were going to say on what then, weren't you?
with a console. Actually, my sister had it. And I played it.
Was it 60 frames a second, or was it?
Wow. I mean, close to.
May have dipped to 59 at some point.
It's not.
It's not
Guys,
tough, come on.
come on.
I got
You
this
must-
wrong earlier.
Look at the.
Now that I know the answer, I
Dude
can
in the
see, but
game.
earlier on I guessed something else.
You can look at your surroundings.
And I reckon other people are writing the thing I guessed. Right now they're writing the thing I
Yeah.
guessed earlier on.
No idea what this is. This one is.
As simple as idea what this one is. Oh, yeah. It's gonna have
I
to
mean,
be a
you've really
guess.
got to look at what it's.
It
You
can't,
could probably tell. You could probably tell what console it's from. Definitely. Therefore, you could just think of one of the games. Perhaps. I could give you a clue. Should I give a clue? That this console was paired with, and that's your answer. When it was released.
It was paired with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
sometime.
paired with another more famous game as well, wasn't it?
Yes, I know, but it was also paired with this. My sister had this.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Hey.
I like the way that
see?
Mr. Grey sounds like he's doing a magic eye. I think I can see it now. I've got my eyes
You're
crossed.
welcome. See, I told you.
This, again, faded this round, and I know we often say this in the quiz, but you tell me off for choosing tough ones. And the thing is, in this one, there's no dialogue boxes, there's no like portraits of characters, it's just literally a generic screenshot with no HUD.
Well, I was going to change it, and he said no.
No, I
wanna
did
watch
say
them
no.
scream.
No, let it happen. So I'm intrigued if anyone says, oh, yeah, I know this straight away. I'm
You
gonna,
just got to really zoom in, haven't you, really?
I'm gonna surreptitiously open another bottle of wine.
You do that. I mean, I think it's pretty easy. You just got to look at the little dudes on the screen. What could it be? Could be any number of games. Rufus. I assume that Zelda. Well, I can't tell you, but Zelda-esque, definitely. I'm gonna play it. I think World of Mr. Grey has probably got it. Well, this was back when when Link had curtains, probably, yes. If in doubt, assume it's Zelda, obviously.
If all fairness, if Link did live in lockdown, he'd probably have
Yeah.
curtains by now because he couldn't get it cut. Cut his hair with a knife like a man.
Rufus had curtains too.
Curtains.
Whoa, I'd like to see that.
So
This is the next one.
this is a pretty. Again, it's a home port, but it is a pretty. It's a pretty well-known boss.
Mm. It's a classic, this one, isn't it? It's a beast.
I used to have a T-shirt with this on, and it just completely ripped. It's the first T-shirt I've had that it just kind of fell apart because
You wore this quite a lot though, didn't you? Like every day.
Because the basis, I'm in a band called Recluse, and it was like this image, and it had something on it, and then it. So I was going to give it away then.
It looked like you were saying you had that image.
Yeah,
in
I
it.
was writing this, and I put it on one day, and weirdly, look, the neck separated, and it was custom
Cheap
made.
cotton,
It was like,
isn't it? Probably.
how dare you? But yeah, I did miss that t-shirt. So let me see when
Right,
other
let's
people.
move on then. This is going to be pretty easy, guys. So, yeah. I think we'll move on to number 8.
Straight across. I would say if you're struggling on this one, it's hard to give a clue, but the top of the screen is a sort of a clue.
Yeah.
I gotta say that with the Rufus and London City Nights, they're saying that I love games like the Turtles game where when you're fighting a boss, they don't have a health bar, but they flash more and more, and then they really flash just before they die. Oh my god, I like that. That's like catnip. Recognize I can't think of the name.
Yeah, you do know it. You do know it.
It's a tough one. Question 8. Only 2 left after this in this round.
You can maybe guess it.
You've actually chosen like a really good screenshot.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's like a hint on there as well. So even if people are kind of we should probably mount my phone there so we're not constantly just like looking down all the time. It's only taken us 2.5 months to realise that, but that could be quite nice.
Better late than ever, isn't it?
But yeah, this is this game I personally didn't get into, but it's got a hell of a voice cast.
Yeah, there's been a lot of famous people in it, isn't it? I wonder what that choice is.
My God, Mr. Grey, you kind of you're making me want to maybe have another crack at it. Have to talk me into it, but I will say to Rufus that
I'm intrigued. What's the choice?
Evil Dead, the game on the PS1, was not good. It was not a good game.
Could have been good. What's this? It's a brilliant game, is what it is, isn't it? Very fun.
I think people are going to get this half right.
Yes, I just thought like this one, was like quite obvious, but maybe it's me.
It's amazing. Yeah, these games, these style of games, they're so far up my street. They're so far up my street that they've actually like gone out of the street. They're down the next street.
Like if you had a pal people around tonight, you could play this and it'd be fun.
Hint,
have a little laugh.
Hint, hint. I see a lot of people are jumping in this.
Yeah, you've got this. You've got this.
That's Alex Kidd.
That sounds like a game show.
Well, like do 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 boo doo boo.
Exactly that. This is the last one. This is question 10. Again, this is a really cool game.
Yeah. This is a saucy game.
I've played on this game.
This was just like, I think this was in every arcade in the world at one point.
Yeah, there you go. You got a little cheat.
Cheat or in? Well, you do it.
A little insight.
He's cheated.
I can hear the music. Pro. Hey, Brain Geek. Awesome.
Yeah. I want to talk a lot about this, but you can't without giving clues.
Yeah, I know. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, the music round.
Yeah.
You'll sail through, so don't worry too much on this one.
You'll regain your points on the music round, it's fine, because there is some gorgeous pieces of music on there.
Speaking of which, I am going to prep my phone for the music round. Here we go.
So that's the end of round 2. And on to round 3. Does anyone want to have a quick look at any pictures?
Oh yeah, I'll go back actually so I can see the comments because I have to go off that too. So yeah, does anyone want to go back and see any of the questions we've done so far before we do the music round, or is everyone feeling good? My non-video game playing friends are absolutely useless at this quiz. Don't worry, because London City Nights is the music round next, and that is the one that everyone always just sails through. Even on mute, they're like, nah, it's fine, got
And
it.
if you don't know it, you get to enjoy the beautiful music of gaming.
So, no one's saying anything, so I'm assuming everyone's got full marks so far.
Right, should we kick off?
And we're going to go hurtling into the music round.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so there's 10 in this round, and we're going to start off with this. After I've unmuted my phone. Because I'm the thickest man to ever walk the earth.
Silence.
Oh my naked eyes, I should have kept you, I should have tried, I should have been a wiser kind of guy. I miss you. Give me wings, give me space, give me money for a change of face.
Obviously, if you haven't done this before, for this round you have to name the game the music is from. So, is that okay? Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, Rufus.
Ooh, Rufus. And Magic Milkmaid said, can we have round 2 again with easier questions? Yeah, no problem. I'll whip those straight up.
Smash through that again for you. So, this is question 2.
You've got to get 35 seconds of that, haven't you? Not just the usual 25.
Number 3. On to number 4. Generally one of my favourite
It's
games.
a good game, which I'm
Absolutely
bad
brilliant.
at. I just can't nail it.
Bit of a clue, that's the NTSC version because the PAL version would have been a bit slower. This is amazing. Classic. Really, really good music.
Something medieval. You're right. Pop it down.
Pop it in your basket.
It is.
And if you like that piece of music, you know what it is. Never listen to it with lyrics because they
Ruined
crap.
it. Yes. As we found out earlier. Well, we always
Oh
knew.
my
But
god. I walked out of the building.
Rufus, wasn't this game on another of your quizzes? Maybe.
It was. Maybe it's featured before with a different piece of music for it.
Yes.
Too quiet?
Oh no, carry on.
Oh no, you pointed it. I thought it was too quiet. Sorry. Do that again.
Impressive. London City United said, I know the composer but not the game. Wow,
Bloody hell,
that's
fair
amazing.
play.
Love this but no idea. My oldest son just came through and recognised number 3. Ah, Lee's sons are pros.
Bargain. Oh, I want to see what number 3 was now. Ah, nice. Okay. This is my personal favourite from this week.
Good shot, kid. I think you got him. Good shot, kid. I think you got him. Tell, speeding all around. The naked 27 got the power in his spell to move any mother that gets in my way. Just another power machine on the freeway. Riding with me, there's my MC homeboy. Knowing the rules ain't part of his program. Finding the right way around this map might be pretty hard cause he's fucked on crack.
Swearing there, Faye.
You recorded it, not me.
I was fully aware of the swearing. We're all adults here.
I didn't hear the swearing earlier.
Earlier on, I said crikey. Okay? 2 left. It's a somber one, but a
It's
recognisable
quite
one.
a nice one though.
And this is the final one for this round. I will say that I've never heard a piece of music that sounds more like as the production teams of production companies of a 90s action film from the 80s rolls up on screen. It
And
sounds
also,
like
there
that.
might have been a bit of a bling bling, but because when we were recording, my battery was low on my PC.
Yeah, so there's like a blung blung. That's not part of the song. Does anyone want any of those again? I mean, I know they're amazing. We all could listen to them all night on loop.
I
but
actually could, and I think after this we should.
you put the gavel down, haven't you? So as long as everyone's cool, we will
Go for the answers,
move on to the
yeah.
answers. Right, let me get back to the gold. Cool. Yeah, everyone seems fine. Everyone's got all the answers down. So
That's the end of the quiz then.
that is the end of the quiz. So we will go booming. Oh, number 2 and number 10 again.
Yes.
I can do that. Let me prep this. So number 2. Dun-dun. And number 10. Here we go.
Nice piece of music, that.
It is nice. Okay. Okay then. So it's time
Answer
for the
time.
answers. So you ready to rock?
Yes.
Oh, let me
So-
shrink us down a little bit.
Here are the answers. So, question 1 was, in the world of illusion, which Disney character can play alongside Mickey Mouse? And the answer was Donald Duck. Number 2, which Starship Troopers actor voices the veteran child in the Saints Row games? And the answer was Neil Patrick Harris.
Question 3 was, which game series is in the Guinness Book of World Records for selling the most amount of units, 555 million as of 2016, and that is the Mario franchise. Number 4 was, which of the PS4 games has the lowest Metacritic rating in 2019, and that is Eternity: The Last Unicorn. I played that, I reviewed it, it is not very good. And question 5, Big Rigs Over the Road Racing is the lowest scoring game on Metacritic of all time. What did it receive? 8%. 8%. That's out of 100, by the way.
Sora, the protagonist of the Kingdom Hearts games, was originally meant to be which Disney character? And the answer is Mickey Mouse, hence why he wears white gloves, red shorts and the yellow shoes. Question 7. Walter Cronkite once said, "My idea of retirement is to sit in a big dark room all day playing..."
Space Invaders.
Who wouldn't want to play that all day? What
You'd
is
be
the name
bored.
of the continent on which the Elder Scrolls games are set?
That is Tamriel. What is the four-armed monster who features as a sub-boss in the Mortal Kombat game? That is Goro. The Dreamcast VMU stands for what? And that is Visual Memory Unit.
What animal is on the back of Shenmue's protagonist Ryo Hazuki's jacket? And it is a tiger. A Pyramid Head is a character from which user games. The answer is Silent Hill. Number 13. The TurboGrafx 16 is known by what name in Japan and France? And answer is PC Engine.
You'll have to do the... I can't remember the list of these.
Quest of the Avatar, The False Prophet, Warriors of Destiny, and The Savage Empire, subtitles of which series of games? And the answer is...
Ultima.
Oh, yeah.
And how many CDs on the PC in 1998 did Black Dahlia comprise of? 8. 8 CDs of low quality FMV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a few people are pointing out, actually, Faye, just saw this, that it's Casino Night, not Casino Zone. I must admit, I thought it was Casino Zone, but Casino Night Zone.
You should
So
have written Casino Night then, shouldn't you?
You talk to me about things like this.
When he does it wrong.
So yeah, whatever you put down, if you put down the right answer, unlike us, it's Casino Night then.
Yes, it's Casino Night, but get it right. Why do you have to write that down? So who is this? And that is Boogerman or...
Oh god, his name is like something like Snotty Snodworth or something, or like Brassic Bill. I don't know.
So name the Game Boy accessory, and it is Handy Boy. Number 19. In what series of games have you got to catch them all? And this Pokemon. And the last one, name the Super Nintendo game, and the answer was Super Punch Out.
So let's have a quick look what everyone's doing from this. So Casino Night Zone, yeah, Casino Night. It is Casino Night. 8%
It
is
is,
too high. 11 out of 20 from Mr. Gray. 14 out of 20 from London City Nights. 8 out of 20 from Rupert. 9 out of 20 from Lee. 9 out of 20 from Rufus. 10 out of 20 from Lee actually. And Firewood with 10. Hey, at least you didn't get 12 like you've done for the last 2.5 months straight. So, I'm going to have to really shrink this down for this one. Or move that around. Ooh.
Why would you? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're still there, don't worry.
So, yeah, the answers round two. Number 1 was Beneath the Steel Sky, not by LucasArts, by I think it's Revolution Software. 2 is Seaman on the Dreamcast. There's a Spirit accessory going around. Let me know about it. I'll let you do these.
The third one is Chase HQ on the Amstrad.
You don't have to guess the system, just the game is fine.
Number 4 is Wave Race, and that is on the Game Boy, and I've played that a lot.
How many people put down Micro Machines for Wave Race though? Because that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I thought that was Micro Machines.
Because that's water, see? And
yeah,
that's
but
the
Micro
show.
Machines, you do have the boats and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a boat. I'm looking at it top down. But there we go. And number 5 is Shining Force 2. 6 is R-Type. 7, Defender. 8, Classic, Fable 3.
that's the one that
Or
I
Fable,
feel like I
it's
need
fine.
to replay. Yeah, if you were Fable.
The medieval Fable.
9 was WarioWare Smooth Moves, and if you put down WarioWare and not specifically Smooth Moves,
Right.
it's a half mark. And 10 is Time Crisis, which is why I miss my CRT TV so much. Cisco Heat. Cisco Heat's so close, and it's so similar. And yeah, Micro Machines is what I put down as well. And onto the music round, the answers. So number 1 was that should be a K. My mistake, a typo. So number 1 was Omicron or Omicron the Nomad Soul, and that was David Bowie playing a character called I think Boz. He plays in a bar in that. Number 2 was Lion King. 3 Super Mario World. 4 was Jennifer Capriati Tennis
Or Grand Slam Tennis.
Grand Slam Tennis. 5 was The Settlers. I was surprised by how good the music for that was. I'll let you do the others.
Yeah, 6 you wouldn't want to hear the lyrics, but it's Cannon Fodder. 7 Rayman. I used to love them. The PlayStation 1 was quite nostalgic for that. 8 Grand Theft Auto, and Mr. Gray was right. Yes, if we'd left it a bit longer, then you would have heard what the answer was, because they do mention Grand Theft Auto.
They literally the next line of that.
Yeah. Number 9 Resident Evil, and 10 Siphon Filter. It is difficult though when you're doing the recording the sounds, because you never want to stop, because I find like you're enjoying recording the music and listening to it, and all of a sudden 40 seconds has passed. Oh, God,
Yeah,
I
we
better
try to
stop
keep
that
between
now.
30 and
just
40
because it's so
seconds.
nice as well
And
sometimes.
like when we're doing Cannon Fodder,
Yeah.
and you think, yeah, this is actually a quiz. Let's stop. So, how was everyone's score? How are everyone's scores looking? Trying to think what the high was last week. I can't remember now. Super Mario music was from a snooker game. I'm trying to think. I can imagine that like
It might,
what's it?
yeah.
Archie McLean snooker was or arcade pool was all really like somber for some reason. 19.5 out of 40, 18 out of 40. Take the power and let a lot of the population die, or throw your dog into the pit as a sacrifice and save them all. That's so
Oh
harsh.
my God.
It's not sacrificing my dog.
Oh, I like Mr. Gray.
26.5 out
poor
of
little
40.
dog.
So yeah, London City Nights looks like he's coming up pretty. 21 out of 40. I'm afraid Magic Milkmaid, you don't win with 13 out of 40.
There's an awesome score though.
I can make us look bigger now with this sad thing in the corner, like me at
A
a
little
school
dot
disco.
in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Fire and Water 16.
16,
Oh, that's awesome.
15. It looks like London City Nights once again walks away with the golden crown made out of melted down Zelda games on the NES.
You win the moral victory.
So
that was awesome.
yeah, I love how
scores.
difficult the music round is. I think all music rounds are hard because
Yeah,
And
I
the
can never remember as well, and even like through doing like quizzes or I overheard your works quiz, and you know, they're playing like TV tunes and stuff, and like mixed in with film tunes. You're like, oh my God, that could be
I
any.
know this, but when it gets orchestral
Yeah.
as well, it just becomes this like
Under
just
pressure
noise.
as well, and you like you've got a few seconds left, and Yeah.
The Goro of the quiz. Someone disarm me, baby. Oh God, this week was abysmal.
Next week will be good though.
Well, yeah, the thing is with the music rounds, especially, the more there's the deeper you go into it, the harder it's going to be because you're going to use up all the music that people know. So
yeah.
good.
Worst week we've done doing it. Ah, well done
That's
there.
it.
Stop you.
Straight back to doing it. Straight back to doing it afterwards on the tape. But no, thank you everyone for joining.
Yes.
And when I don't even want to say congratulations to London City Nights anymore because I'm bored of saying it. But congratulations to London City Nights.
Congrats. Well,
actually, what did you get here, Brain Geek? What was your score? How did you do?
Yeah, nice to welcome you to the quiz as well.
I told you my age. You've told me your score. I'm assuming it's 36.
Yes, well done everyone on the quiz anyway. That's really cool.
Yeah. No, I thank you everyone for joining. Have an awesome weekend. I'm going to crack up another bottle of wine and maybe listen to some more video game music.
I
actually.
reckon video game music's on the cards.
That
definitely.
could be nice, actually.
Start to mean to carry on, I think.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. And
yeah, cheers, guys.
I know a few of you are going to play Left 4 Dead 2 now. You've clocked up a lot of time on that game, some of you. So, yeah, much love. Have an awesome evening, unless you want to say anything.
Yeah, have a good gamey eve. Enjoy. And go back to Last of Us 2. Nice.
Oh, The Last of Us 2, nice.
That was good.
3.4 on Metacritic user score, Dave. Can't think why. Cannot think why.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Never doing it live again. Much love all.
Aw.
Have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you next Friday at 8.